Hi everybody, it's Kate from MyStaffordSprings. We are here at the Stafford Historical Society. I am with Tony Diana. Thank you, Tony, for having us today.
Not a problem, glad to hear.
This is great. So what they're doing here is they're actually filming TIMEQUAKE, and your company's name is Butterfly
Films.
Butterfly Films. Now, who's involved with that?
As far as the top of the chain of Butterfly Films, we have me, Steve, Leanne, Brian.
Okay.
For the top of the top.
Okay.
If you will.
Okay.
We pretty much sit down and, inject all the ideas, create all the concepts, sit down and make all the big decisions.
Okay, great. So now this is your first anthology piece, is that correct?
Yeah, it's the first anthology piece.
Now tell us a little bit about TIMEQUAKE.
TIMEQUAKE was sort of a mutual brainchild of all of us. We were sitting down in a room one day trying to figure out an idea for the next film. And we were coming up with these different ideas, like, oh, let's do a bank robbery, let's do a murder mystery, let's do something in the future, post-apocalyptic. And then Brian said, oh, what about an anthology? I was like, brilliant, an anthology, I like it. So we took those basic 4 concepts that we all came up with, mashed them into a script, and then we came up with a backstory to try to tie the whole thing together. And that's where me, Steve, sat down and we came up with the idea of the time cops. And the time cops is what you see all the stories through. So basically they go through each story so that you have a reference point that you have something to relate to.
Okay. Now tell us about the film itself. What can people expect upon watching it?
Very entertaining, a lot of special effects. Also it's going to be a nice little twist at the end of it. Watching these time cops, they're not just the storytellers for the movie, they also have a story of their own that they're going through. That'll all be fed up to at the end of the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it all ties together at the end. All the stories actually interrelate to everything towards the end.
What I think is very exciting is this is going to be at the 2013 Boston Comic-Con, is that correct?
That is correct. That's correct. We were there last year with Attack of the Atomic Zombies, and we're going to go back there again with this film, hopefully. And hopefully we're going to make it a double feature, because we're working on another film in October called Case 342, which is a found footage film. Sort of like a demonic house sort of thing. So we're hoping to make that a double feature.
So we're going to hang out now, get a little bit behind the scenes. We're going to interview some of the other cast members, and then we'll touch base in a little bit.
In action.
Miss Amelia?
Yes.
Hi. I know this has been a lot tonight. I'm so sorry.
I have no idea. My poor husband.
Why don't you tell me what happened last night?
I already told the detective, Christopher. I told him everything.
I know you did, but why don't you tell me?
I was up in my bedroom, and I heard this loud noise. So I came down to see, and there he was.
So you didn't see him die?
No.
So now I'm with one of the leads, Steve Bernard. Thank you very much for taking some time out. Now tell us a little bit about your character in TIMEQUAKE.
Well, my character in TIMEQUAKE is the best time cop there is. So we follow his story through all the different travels in time that he goes to. And he works with his partner, Ejun, and he's kind of showing her the ropes, and she's trying to learn from him. So he's trying to protect her while bringing her through all these different scenarios.
Okay, now explain, because I don't know anything about a time cop. Explain that to me.
Well, through one of the stories, there's a post-apocalyptic era, and I have to save a particular person who actually starts the business of the time agency.
Well, thank you for taking the time out from the set.
Oh, thank you very much.
I know we'll go back in. We'll get another cast member. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so now I'm out here with the half-dead. Now, how long have you been doing acting in general?
Probably started in high school, so that's, what, 15 years, something like that?
Okay. And as far as being with Tony, how long have you been doing this type of acting with him?
This is my first year for this type of improv on-film acting.
Okay. On a personal scale, has this been something that you've always wanted to do, or is this something you got into gradually?
It's something I've always had an interest in, performance arts.
Thank you very much, Keith.
Thank you.
Well, I hope this is something of interest to most of us. Please. Mistress Williams.
Thank you.
My father.
I know what each of you are hiding.
Okay, so now I'm out here with Allison Diana, Tony's wife. Now, tell me, Allison, a little bit about your character in TIMEQUAKE.
I play Ajun. I'm a time cop. So I get to travel throughout different time periods throughout history to try to fix time. I am the partner of Christopher Tyler, who I think you were talking to before. So we do this together, and I'm new. I'm a new time cop, and he's the experienced one.
Now, on a personal level, tell me about how long have you been doing this?
I started off in theater since I was very, very little, and I started directing and writing and producing all of the downstairs production shows that used to be around town here in Stafford. So I did that. I started in Stafford in '97, but I started the group when I was 18. So that was in '88. So I started the group. And then we started doing movies. My husband wanted to do movies. We did a movie called Eternal Night about 5 years ago, where I got to play the girlfriend of Abraham Ben Hustle. So that was really fun.
This is great. Now, a lot of people don't know exactly what you guys do. In fact, I didn't know beforehand, so I'm glad that we're here today. How can people keep up with TIMEQUAKE and what you and Tony are doing? You guys do so much.
Yeah, you can keep up on, we have Facebook. We have TIMEQUAKE on Facebook, which you can just go to TIMEQUAKE on Facebook and you can find it. We also have different emails, so you can send anything to our email addresses at legomegacy@cox.net. And that's legomegacy, all small letters, @cox.net. And then anytime you want anything, it will come up and it will tell you what's going on. And he also has a website called necromare.com, and that will give you everything that Tony's doing and myself. So it'll give you a lot.
Now, you guys are busy. How much time do you dedicate to this?
It depends on what we're doing. I mean, right now, obviously, we're doing shooting for the next 3 weekends. So this is intensive. Normally when I'm doing a show, I spend 5 to 6 weeks doing it for a theater show. So this is small for me, this is big for them, because this is their intensive time, but at mine it wasn't. But we probably spend about 6 to 7 months out of the year planning and getting it together, but obviously off and on. Yep. But I'm also a writer and I write on the internet. And I also go to school full-time online, so I'm going to school for political science and for education.
Wow, so do you have any time to sleep or do anything like that?
Well, we were very fortunate because Tony and I had our beautiful daughter we were younger, we were in our 20s, so we're very fortunate because she's going to be 21 this year, so we don't have to take care of any little ones at home right now, so we really just opened up our creativity and got it out there and did everything we wanted to do. My husband is really a Renaissance man. He can do almost anything, that you put in front of him. I'm more of the writer and actress, director style. But I love to write. I write medieval historical romances.
Now, where can people follow your writing?
You can follow any of my writing if you go online to mystore@lulu.com/Allison Diana, and it's with 2 L's and a Y.
Thank you so much for letting us be here today. This is really a great
Thank you. It was great talking to you.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so our last interview is with Andrew. Now, Andrew, tell me a little bit about your character.
My character is Professor Breton Tremont. He is from England. He's got somewhat of a shady past. He had to actually leave Cambridge because the rumors were that he slept with a 16-year-old student. So he came to the United States with a bit of smudge on him, but now he's come to the Duke's mansion. He's actually working on a time machine, you see, utilizing helium gas and diamonds and other rarefied structures of crystalline nature. Yes.
Well, I hope you all got that.
I never used to read the newspaper, the free newspaper in town. And then one day I actually picked it up and there was the ad for the auditions for the first show I did for them. That was the first time I ever read the newspaper. So
wow.
That was a fate-born thing.
Well, that's great. This is very cool. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, so Tony, thanks again for having us on the set today. This has been awesome. And for those of you who haven't seen this yet, I can tell you this movie is going to be amazing. We're going to follow you guys throughout the next productions you have. Anything we can do for you, we want to help.
Awesome, thank you.
Now tell us, when is the movie going to be available, or when do you think it's going to be ready?
I'm hoping, well, I'm probably going to have a cast premiere by the end of the year, but for the general public, probably by the spring. Get it perfect.
Okay, great. Keep us updated with that.
Absolutely.
And again, thank you very much.
Thank you.